So, 2020 should have been amazeballs. Ended up pretty much just sucking. Our shooting matches got cancelled, travel got cancelled, life in general just got cancelled, you know. We ended up spending a ton of time at home, but nonetheless, we still got out and did some shooting. Now, as you guys know, if you've been a regular subscriber, hit the comments down below and tell me when you subscribed. If you can maybe remember a specific video that got you here, that would be awesome. I track every single round that I shoot throughout the season, and I do that on an annual basis. It's not like a tax year from the beginning of March. So from the 1st of January to the 31st of December every year, I physically write down in a little notebook. I actually don't have the notebook here now, come to think of it, it's at the other computer. But I write down every time I come back from the range, and how I do that is I simply count all the empty casings that I bring back, and I generally go with a full box of reloads so that I know if I did lose a casing or a piece of brass, then I know there should be 50 and I'm missing a few, so I still write that down. Anyway, nonetheless, I digress a little bit. The reason I do that is, you know, my dad taught me a very, didn't teach me how to pronounce things. He always said a saying that stuck with me: if you want to expect more, you need to inspect more. And I found that very true with sort of our precision rifle shooting and with any real sport where you want to get better. And the way you do that is to track what you've been doing. Now, considering all the challenges we faced during 2020, which there was not a shortage of, we still managed to shoot quite a bit. Now, I've got my stats here. I did them this morning. I'm going to, excuse me while I just pull this up. So in 2019, by the way, just to sort of contrast that, in 2019 we shot a total of 5,848 rounds for the year. Now, keep in mind I stay in South Africa. That's quite a lot for here. If I was to stay in America, or maybe some of our American viewers, you would dwarf these numbers. Shooting is very expensive in South Africa because everything's imported. There's importer fees, there's distributors, there's VAT. It's ridiculous. So shooting is expensive here. So 5,848 last year, 2 years ago actually, 2019. And that was spread over 64 different range trips. Okay, range trips being matches, hunts, practice sessions, messing around, target shooting. Just every time I went out and shot, that was considered an event. So in 2020, we shot 4,164 rounds over 55 match trips. Okay, so we went to the range 9 times less, or we went shooting 9 times less. Now, I often get told, Pete, like, you shoot every day. There's your proof. I don't shoot every day. I've got other stuff to do, as in editing videos and scheduling content and thinking of new, fun, exciting videos to make for you guys. Now, something super cool that I've been working on, we'll do a little bit of a breakdown of that just now. Something that I've been working on, you guys know that we've recently partnered with International Barrels. Now, they've got an app called the Shot Counter app. If you haven't downloaded this app from the App Store, it's available for Google and iOS users, and that's a really cool way if you're not physically tracking it. I am working with them to make some changes to the app and just make it flow a little bit better. So the real reason I'm writing all these things down is I want to know at the end of the year, right, Pete, you participated in 5-6 matches throughout the year, you won X amount of matches, but you didn't shoot that much. What's also really cool about that is it allows me to track my round count per rifle, okay? How many rounds have I currently got on the action, never mind just the barrel. Okay, you guys know what a nightmare it is to rebarrel firearms in South Africa based off our last video. So there is some challenges with regard to that. And the one reason that this helps me a lot with, if I know my sort of expected barrel life of a rifle is 3,500 rounds, for example, I know like halfway through that, just based on how much I shoot, when I should be looking at ordering my new barrel, and taking into account the timeline that that barrel process would take into South Africa. So you really need to be on top of it if you're into the sport shooting in South Africa. Now, let's have a look at how that was split up between the different cartridges that I shoot. So first of all, one of my favorite rounds to shoot is the 22 long rifle. This year I'm probably going to shoot way more than that. I'm waiting on those Voodoo guns to come in. Unfortunately, the guns did come into Africa, just not South Africa, so there was a little bit of a delay on that. I know some of you guys have been asking in the comments when are the new Bat rifles coming. Everything's on that shipment, so it's been a little bit of a nightmare, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so 22 long rifle, 810 rounds, okay? So not too much, not crazy on the rimfire. Some of you guys have asked me if I think there's such a thing as too much rimfire. And that's a separate video we're going to do as soon as those Voodoos come. One thing to note, I want to apologize if there's like a hum in this video. It's because I'm running the air conditioning behind me. It's 38 degrees Celsius outside. The aircon's staying. Okay. Then arguably my favorite rifle at the moment to shoot, and you guys would have seen that in the videos. I've been running the Howa 223 behind me. That thing is shooting absolutely lights out. I love it. It's set in an MDT ESS chassis with some weights on the folding stock, and I've got a Razor 3-18 on that rifle at the moment. And it's a phenomenal shooting rifle at the moment. So last year we did 834 rounds on that. I shot a complete total of 29 rounds through my 223 AR. We had a 6 Creedmoor for about 10 minutes last year. We shot 80 rounds through that. My Howa 6.5 Creedmoor, we shot almost 700 rounds. I'm rounding up a little bit here. Alexa, which we dearly miss on the channel, she is actually still here while Johan waits for his license to get approved. He did give us permission to shoot her a little bit. We went out and we smashed that NRL match with Alexa, which was really cool. So 400 rounds on her last year. And then the 308, 170, 7300, another, call it 400. And then I've got a little section here for other. I even go so far as if I'm shooting somebody else's rifle, you know, if I'm helping a friend do load development or just checking something out on his rifle, I'll make little notes at the range on my phone. I'll come back, I'll add that into other. So in total, I shot 112 rounds through somebody else's rifle last year. And then also I shot 329 rounds of 9mm, which is 5 rounds less than I did the year before. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I like just having stats like that at my disposal, and I think it's pretty neat. What I also do, I assign a value because I know exactly what it costs. You know, reloads, how much is a primer, how much is the brass, how much is the powder, how much is the bullet that goes in there, barrel life, gunsmithing fees, and I average out what that costs me to shoot per round, and I actually assign a number to the amount of bullets I shot. And last year, in total, it cost us just over 52,000 Rand, okay? That's a lot of money to spend on shooting, but that's kind of part of producing content for you guys, you know? That's excluding going to the actual range and guns and gunsmithing and all of those things will still get added to that. So it's really cool to actually see that value. And once again, I want to thank everybody supporting the channel, because really without you guys supporting the channel, it would be unsustainable to do. So thank you so much to every single one of you that watches the videos, especially thank you to the guys supporting the channel on Patreon. Guys, if you haven't checked out the Patreon, I'm going to link that down below. And obviously we couldn't have done this without MDT. Now MDT by no means helped the channel, so we say good things about their product. We've been saying good things about their product long before they were a channel partner or before I shot on their team in 2019. They're phenomenal. If you want to make your standard barreled action, if it's a Howa like mine behind me, look uber cool, head on over to mdttac.com. For the guys in South Africa, you can order that through my website. The link for that is also going to be down below. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, you'll see the motocross helmet there behind me. The bike's actually right outside of frame. This is the front fender over here. We've been having a lot of fun. I have learned a couple of lessons there in the last week. I actually spoke to the Patreon group about this already. I will be sharing some of that in the coming weeks with you guys. I just want to figure out sort of how I'm gonna package that for you, because obviously this is not a motocross channel, right? So I need to figure out how to do that. But yeah, I'm excited. We're probably going to go do some more training tomorrow. We've got an NRL match in 2 weekends. Today is the 14th of January. We're going to drive up, a couple of us drive up to Johannesburg. I'm going to shoot the 223 you see behind me in an NRL match. So I don't know if anybody's really done well with the 223. You know, I know there are guys running 22 BRs and stuff like that. But we'll see. So hold thumbs. Thank you for watching. Let me know how much you guys are shooting. You know, are you shooting tens of thousands of rounds, or are you sort of in the ballpark where I am at the moment? Anyway, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, algorithm, the works. Cool. Bye.